People like Matt Walsh, Tim Pool, Sara Gonzales, The Quartering, a ton of people have been having a lot of trouble with YouTube recently in regards to this Dylan Mulvaney Bud Light situation. A lot of people are getting, videos removed. Matt Walsh got his entire channel demonetized. Now, YouTube did give him an off-ramp if he did want to get remonetized. He would have to use the correct pronouns for people like Dylan Mulvaney and the others. And obviously, Matt Walsh, being the person that he is, refused to do so. So now I don't know what his future is going to look like, if he's going to continue to be on YouTube or if he's going to move over to Rumble. I'm not sure. I don't want to make any assumptions, but I don't see a reason why he would stay on YouTube unless they have a change of heart and remonetize him. For the other people that haven't been completely demonetized, The Quartering, I think he only had one video removed. Sara Gonzales, I'll go over her tweet in a second. Tim Pool, I don't see any of them moving over because none of them have been fully demonetized. Whereas Matt Walsh being demonetized on YouTube, there's not much of a point in posting there anymore unless it's just for the discoverability factor. So we'll see what happens going forward. But this tweet from Matt Walsh is really, really interesting to me. I think this is really eye-opening. If this actually happens, then this is going to be a huge story. This is going to be something that could actually change the landscape of everything. I hope it does happen. I hope Matt Walsh follows through with this. He strikes me as the kind of guy that will. I said this with the whole hacking situation that went on with Matt Walsh's Twitter account. I was like, Matt Walsh might be like the prime target to hack because most people on the left, I think he's probably one of the most hated people on the right from people on the left. And I think he's one of the most liked and celebrated and cherished people on the right from people on the right. So I think he's a prime target to hack, but also at the same time, one of the worst people to hack because he is going to pursue legal action against you if he finds out who did it. He's one of the most petty, and I say that in a positive way. He's one of the most petty people out there, whereas no matter how much it's going to cost him, he's going to come after you and he's going to win. No matter how much money it costs you, if there's a case, he will pursue it. And you can see that right here as well. YouTube has intentionally vague guidelines that it refuses to explain so that it can have the power to target, penalize, and censor arbitrarily. No transparency or accountability. It needs to change. We've been talking with Congress and we will take this fight to Capitol Hill. Like I said, I really hope it does happen. I hope they continue to fight back. I have no question that Matt Walsh will continue to fight back, whether that's with Congress or the court system, or if that's just with his speech and social and cultural war stuff. I think that there's no chance that he doesn't continue to fight back against censorship, against big tech. And I definitely think that is an important part of things. Obviously, taking this to court and winning would be absolutely huge. But I think that, winning the culture war, fighting the social battle, the social part of things is definitely really important, if not just as important as winning the legal battle. And I think it would be a huge win if he did take it to Capitol Hill, if he really did. But we'll see. We'll see if these other people want to join him, if people like Sara Gonzales, who also had some troubles with YouTube recently, wants to join him, maybe people like Tim Pool, The Quartering, who knows who else they will end up censoring in the future. If they all come together, maybe they could, pool some money together and really get this thing going. Who knows what's going to happen with that. Here's what Sara Gonzales had to say. My YouTube channel had 3 videos removed today and received a strike for telling the truth about transgenderism. Tim Cash just had 2 videos removed on his channel. They demonetized Matt Walsh's entire channel. They want to censor us out of existence. I am exploring the avenue of Rumble, but please know that the decision for the show itself is not mine to make. Obviously, Sara Gonzales is signed to The Blaze, so she can't just make the decision to move her show anywhere. It has to be The Blaze's decision, or at least they have to have some input and probably the final say in the decision on whether to stay on YouTube or move over to Rumble. I don't know. I don't want to make any assumptions of what they're going to do because I truly just don't know. Here's what Tim Pool had to say. We just had 2 videos removed by YouTube. Matt Walsh responding to the employee who quit, and our entire latest episode with Brandon Straka. They said it would not affect the channel. I asked for an explanation as to what violated the rules, and I am waiting back. And that was on April 20th, so a couple of days ago at this point, and there's still no response to this tweet here. So I can only assume that there was no response, that there was no explanation from YouTube's side on what violated the rules. I don't know. It seems like there's a common trend for the types of people that are involved in these videos, or the actual specific people. I don't know the exact trend, but it seems like, and The Quartering said this as well, it seems like it has something to do with Matt Walsh and Dylan Mulvaney being together in the videos. That could be the issue. I'm not 100% sure on that, but like I said, there is no response to Tim Pool asking for an explanation as to what violated the rules. And we also have The Quartering tweeting this out. This is my tweet, by the way. If you could follow me on Twitter, I'd really appreciate it. The link will be in the pinned comment as well as the description, or you can just search me up, Justin Lost with 2 T's. I'm really trying to go hard over on Twitter, keeping you updated with all the news and everything like that. I said even the ones defending Dylan Mulvaney are getting hit now, and that was in response to the quartering, saying this is some bullshit. This video has been removed for violating YouTube's policy on harassment and bullying. It's sad. A lot of people thought I was joking by saying that even the ones defending Dylan Mulvaney are getting hit now, but the quartering literally said himself that he defended Dylan Mulvaney in this video and actually went against what Matt Walsh was saying. As you can see, here is the tweet from the quartering saying, "It was a video where I defended Dylan Mulvaney, much to the chagrin of many. From how mean Matt Walsh to him, I now regret that." I don't really know why he would regret it if he was just standing on his principles, but you know how the quartering is. So I don't understand why these videos are getting removed, and at least they could at least give us an explanation to the quartering, to Tim Pool, to Sara Gonzales on why these videos are getting removed. Sara Gonzales even got a strike on her channel, 3 videos removed today, and received a strike for telling the truth about transgenderism. So I guess they told Sara Gonzales exactly why she got the strike and why she got the videos removed. But as for the quartering, I don't believe he's ever gotten an explanation yet. It seems like he was just speculating whenever he said that it's Matt Walsh and Dylan Mulvaney being together in the videos. But I don't know. Maybe he got an explanation. I know for sure that Tim Pool probably would have tweeted out if he got an explanation, especially after saying I asked for an explanation as to what violated the rules and I'm still waiting to hear back. I would assume that if he got an explanation from YouTube, he would probably come out and say it. But I guess we'll have to wait and see on that. A lot of people are saying, I am still getting used to Rumble. There are some features that YouTube has that I really like, such as the minimize viewed thing. Rumble has that. A lot of people are saying, just go over to Rumble, just go over to Rumble. I think a lot of the people who are saying that aren't creators and they don't just understand how far back Rumble is from YouTube. Like it's not the same, man. And a lot of people are saying, and I don't know if I agree with this or not, I haven't really thought it out well enough, but it definitely would benefit creators and also viewers as well if it really was just all open source. Like everything was forced to be open source. YouTube's code, Twitter's code, everything. So it is just a marketplace of terms of service. I haven't really thought that through on whether or not I truly agree with that or not. But it does, in this situation right now, when I'm just saying it, when I'm thinking about it right now, it does seem a lot more appealing to me because I would love for Rumble to have the exact same code as YouTube, be the exact same website, just with a different TOS. That would definitely push a lot more people over to Rumble. But as of right now, just the UI of Rumble, the algorithm of Rumble, and just straight up the viewership numbers of Rumble are not there for creators unless you're a Steven Crowder size, creator. Maybe a Tim Pool size creator would be fine going over to Rumble. But unless you're one of those bigger creators, you're not going to do very well transitioning from YouTube to Rumble. You're just not. So all these people saying, move over to Rumble, stop posting on YouTube, it's just not that smart. And I would think that most of the people who are saying that are probably not creators themselves because they just truly don't understand the difference between YouTube and Rumble in terms of monetization, viewership numbers, user interface. Like it's just not, it's not as advanced as YouTube yet. And it's fairly new, so we got to give it some time. Maybe they will catch up. I'm rooting for them. Trust me, I'm definitely rooting for Rumble to take the wins here. I definitely want Rumble to eventually take over. But as of right now, man, it's just not that much of a competitor unless you're a bigger creator, unless you're one of the largest creators in the world, like people like Steven Crowder or Andrew Tate, Steve Will Do It, even Tim Pool. Unless you're one of those guys, it's just not that viable of a solution. Let me know what you guys think about Matt Walsh's response to this whole YouTube attack thing. YouTube has intentionally vague guidelines that it refuses to explain so that it can have the power to target, penalize, and censor arbitrarily. And he also says, we've been talking with Congress and we'll take this fight to Capitol Hill. What do you think is going to happen with that whole situation? Do you think that will actually end up happening? Or do you think it's all talk? Let me know what you guys think in the comments.